This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 337 West 64th Street, Inglewood, California, 90302. We're performing a video re-inspection through a 4-inch ABS cleanout located on the right-hand side of the walkway as you approach the front door. The line had been hydrojetted. We previously did an inspection and the line was heavily root and treated. We're heavily impacted with roots, and we're unable to get past the transition from the black ABS sewer pipe to the vitreous clay, and so they had the line hydrojetted. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and re-inspect. And again, as I mentioned, we are on the right hand side of the walkway as you approach the front door. This is our walkway, this is our plant area here, this is our 4-inch ABS cleanout, and this is the front of our property here. And so what we're going to do is we went ahead and zeroed out here. I'm just going to drop down and we're running a little bit of water in the house, so you're getting the gases and steam there from the hot water. Just going to continue to push out. And pushed out and through our black ABS sewer pipe, and now we're transitioning to what appears to be vitreous clay. In this area here, as you can see right at the top there, a little bit of root intrusion left in that joint there at the top, right about the 11 o'clock area. And this is our transition here. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And what we'll do is just push out slow, and we'll just take a good look at the joints. The minor offset in that joint there. Dropping down a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and continue to push out. A little bit of the vitreous clay there getting washed away with the hydrojetting. And still got a little bit of root dangling there in that joint as well. Again, nothing too major. Those joints appear to be in fair condition. Just continue to push out. Again, this joint here, just got a minor offset there in that joint, but nothing major. As we push out here, as you can see here, in this joint here, we do have a fairly large root intrusion. We'll just pause our mic for a moment. Okay, we just had to pause our mic there. Had a loud motorcycle go by there. Okay, as we look here right around the 12 o'clock area, as you can see, we do have a fairly large root intrusion, and possibly very hard to tell, but it does possibly appear to be a crack there right around the 12 o'clock area going down to about the 2 o'clock area. As you can see there's a little bit of what appears to be a crack, and those root intrusion there is a fairly large root mass that's coming through that joint. So what we'll do is we'll mark that area as we pull back. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And as we do push out here, as you can see here, it does appear that we are transitioning to what appears to be concrete sewer piping. And as you can see here in this area here, right around the 9 o'clock area, you can see that we do have a crack in that area as well. So what we'll do is we'll mark that area as well as we pull back. And again, at the top of there you can see that we do have does appear to be a fairly large offset there at the top, right around the 11 o'clock area, going all the way around to about the 2 o'clock area, and still have a fairly large root mass at the top there. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. The joint appeared to be in fair condition. Continue to push out. That joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition. Continue to push out. A minor offset there, but again, nothing major. push out. And again, we do got a minor offset in that joint as well from about the 10 o'clock area all the way around to about the 3 o'clock area. Continue to push out. Again, minor offset in that joint as well. Make a little bit of a turn. And a little bit of a gap in that area there. You can see from about the 6 o'clock area all the way up to about the 12 o'clock area. A little bit of gap, a little bit of that face of that pipe exposed, as you can see there. And I'm just going to continue to push out, and we drop down into our city sewer tie-in. So I'm going to pause for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located and marked this area, and it's just in the middle of the street. We did place an orange dot of paint to identify the area, and we did mark this area at 7 foot 8 inches deep. And again, this is our city sewer tie-in. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and pull back. As we pull back, it does appear that we do have a crack in the saddle area here. As you can see, as we pull back a little bit slowly, and as you can see, it's slid slightly in the right around the 6 o'clock area. So again, as we're going to pull back, we do have an offset in this joint here with a gap. As you can see the full face of the pipe there, and that's right at the saddle area again, and that's right in the middle of the street at 7 foot 8 inches deep. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And we do got a little bit of an offset in that joint there. And again, minor offset in that joint there from about the 10 o'clock area around to about the 3 o'clock area. And again, another minor offset in that joint as well. So we're just going to continue to pull back. That joint appeared to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition. A little bit of the does appear to be the vitreous clay. I did comment that it did appear to be concrete sewer piping, but it is vitreous clay. As we push out and the water stopped running, we can see that the hydrojetter had warded away a little bit of the surface of the interior of the vitreous clay. You can see the red clay pipe. So that joint appears to be in fair condition. And it does appear that we do have a minor crack in that joint there right around the 3 o'clock area, as you can see. I'm just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. They are running a little bit of water. So we're just going to pull back. And again, we got a little bit of root intrusion in that joint there. And as we pull back, see that we do have a fairly large root mass in this area here, and then as we pull back a little bit more, you can see that we do have a crack in this area. So what we're going to do is we're just going to push in right about here, and we're going to pause here for a moment and locate this area. Okay, again, we went ahead and located this area here, and it is at 6 foot 10 inches deep, and this is right at our curb area. We're just right at the edge of the grass and the curb, and we do mark it with an orange flag. And as you can see, we do have a fairly large root intrusion in this joint, and then as we pull back a little bit here, you can see there. Okay, as you can see here, that I do have a fairly large crack here, as you can see, right around the 3 o'clock area. I'm sorry, right around the 9 o'clock area. And we did mark that area with the orange flag. here and also with the root intrusion. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. Again, they did hydrojet this line and get a lot of the root intrusion, heavy root intrusions out of the joints. And again, you can see a little bit of root intrusion coming through there from about the 12 o'clock area. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And this area here was heavily compacted with root intrusions, and as you can see right around the 12 o'clock area, still have a fairly large mass of root intrusion that's coming through at the top there. And those roots there would just continue to grow over time. And this is, as we pull back, we are transitioning back into our black ABS sewer pipe. And so we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. Make a little bit of a turn. Back and make a little bit of a turn, and we pull up and out of our clean out, and that will conclude our video sewer re-inspection.